I am alive.
You're alive and you're live.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
There he is, the famous.
How's everyone doing out there?
The famous, the one, the only, Mr. Donnie Walker.
Thanks. Morning, everyone.
Yeah, good to see you, Don.
Thanks, Buckin.
What brings you this way?
Well, Buckin, my daughter's moved into the neighborhood. Taylor.
Cedar.
Yeah.
It'll never be the same.
I know. I told her never move on this side of the bridge, but she has.
Cool.
So I'm gonna trim some trees for her today, and I needed a topping saw. And what a better person to come see and borrow one is for my friend Buckin Billy Ray.
Oh my goodness, we're live. We got everybody rolling in.
Oh, hello.
My wife just got home from
Hello.
the market, friends. Vegetables, anything.
Anything delicious? Yes.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Oh my God.
See, this is the thing.
Gotta have dessert,
friends. This is the thing here. Just right now, you just watched it happen live. This narrative in the world these days. What brings you joy? What brings you joy?
Me joy? Being here with you right now.
That's living in the moment right there. But this, this men and women, and what brings my wife joy is what she's doing right now. She went down to the market, got some vegetables. Oh, look at what she's got here. Show the people what you got, babe.
Nice.
Look at this, friends.
Peaches and plums.
Take one.
Would you mind?
Or some. Yeah, no, help yourself.
Oh, these look. See, ours were twice the size of that, babe.
Mm-hmm. Take a peach, Donnie, even for later.
Okay.
So this is what brings
you want another
my
plum because they were little.
wife joy.
Okay.
Is what she's doing here. So whatever brings you joy, just do that. Do that. That's what everybody did before the internet. And the internet is an amazing place. An amazing place. So just be. See, there's always a message, John. It's not just power saws all day long here.
No, that's right. That's a good thing.
And the odd magical trick.
Nothing wrong with two-stroke in the air, but yeah, sometimes you gotta be with reality. Yeah.
Well, people ask me, "Hey, Buckin, would you review some battery saws?" And I say no. But I think we did one with you.
Yeah, I think we did actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we tried one out there. Yeah.
So let me get you guys squared up. Super good to see you, buddy. You've gotten smaller. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I lost some weight. I'm down a notch in the belt.
Well, but it looks like 20 pounds, brother. You look 15 for sure.
Nah, about
Come on.
7, 8.
No way.
Yeah. But it's in the right area. Lots of chin.
Yeah.
A little slimmed down.
How do you feel?
Better color. Feel way better.
You do, don't you? You look good, buddy.
Thank you.
No, you do. You look good. I love seeing that. Let me get things square. You can read comments on your phone too, Mr. Don Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Friends, me and Donnie, we go back a long, long time. I wonder if they can even see me. Can you see me on your phone? Are you live yet?
No.
Let me get to this here.
I don't know why.
I should pop up right away. Oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do the update right now. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Look what comes up.
Oh,
Come
cool.
on.
Nice.
Everything that made me right there. Let's go live. Oh, we're good. There's 153 people. Oh, we got a super chat already, Donnie Walker. $19 from a super chatter. Who's that? Oh, let's turn that volume down. Hang on, friends. The Lost 40. Happy Sunday, Buckin and Donnie. From the Lost 40.
Hey, Lost 40.
He super chatted us.
Super chat. Right on.
So that, we'll have to chop that in half and give you $10. Because that's the only reason they super chat is because you showed up.
I'll buy another coffee for us.
Buy a coffee. I'm kidding, friends, of course. Thank you. Lost 40, we love you. The Lost 40. It's going to get Gerbit. Gerbit, good to see you. It looks like there's a little more going this way than there is this way. Let's turn that a bit like that, friends. How do we like that? How are you folks doing today? Good? Good, I'm glad. We're a little earlier today, but I know in the UK that helps things out. Don, what are you working on? What's happening in your life?
What am I working on? I'm working on lots of production saws for customers. A couple Mackie hot saws, 3120 hot saws. I'm building a couple.
Racing saws.
Yeah, and just working on having a good life too.
See, here's what I'm talking about right there. You ask a guy what he's doing, and this is what I talked about in a video the other day, friends. I'm so happy that folks have been helped on this channel through their power saw filing and their cutting and they're standing up and getting longer bars, and Donnie's the same. We have a cutting style here in BC that I would think that most the professionals are running long bars. It's
Yeah, it's just kind of a standard thing here.
yeah, it's a
They
standard.
may not need it, but they just do.
Exactly.
They're used to it.
And you become accustomed to a system, whether the wood's 4 inches or 4 feet.
That's right.
It's just what you run. So, but never mind that. That's great and fine and dandy, and that does help folks. But when I ask a guy like this, he says to me, just working on having a good life, he says to me. That I would rather talk about that now at this stage of my life than how we can get a power saw cutting faster. I know that sounds crazy, but
no, that's the truth though.
honestly,
know?
it's about connection nowadays.
That's right.
We can always talk about intake timing and all those things, and that's all on the channel. It's always there, but I don't know, man. Connection is huge for me these days. I don't care about the weather. The weather's the weather. You know what I'm saying, Don?
Yeah, that's right. You know, that's the thing. We can't change stuff like that, but we can change of being sad to being happy, and you know, we can't change the rain from sun, but we can change that stuff on our own, though.
We can change us.
Us, yeah.
And you look like you've been doing that. And I can see it in your face, and I've known you for many years, and you look good right now.
Yeah, it's nice to be organized, healthy, organized. You know, I've helped out a couple sick friends lately with some ventures, and I look at that and think, geez, man, you only have so many years left. Enjoy them while you have them,
It's true.
and reach out and help people and help yourself's the biggest thing.
Yeah, well, once you
Then
got
you can
yourself,
help people out
that's it. So once you got yourself, it allows you to actually help more people, doesn't it? When you got you.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they can take your advice, or I don't really like to give advice. I just try to help along. I
Mm,
don't like to tell people what to do.
it's true.
Yeah.
I love it, Don Walker. Terry Hatton. Terry, thank you for sharing your story the other day. I think I put it up in the video. If not, I've got it uploaded. I actually talked about your comment, Terry, when you shared your story and your struggles over the past years, but your definite you're so convicted to gratitude, brother, and this is what I love. You know what I mean, Terry? You can have gratitude in any situation. And who I'm thinking about right now when I talk about this is Michael J. Fox.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The guy, you got a hair hanging off there. I got to get that for you, glistening in the light. It's gratitude, friends. And Terry Hatton's got that. Terry's been here a long time. Terry, we love you, brother.
Got the zapper there, Donnie, if you want it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get comfortable.
You're checking out your beautiful flowers here.
Yeah.
Robert Greeney. So, Don, what crazy information can we talk about today with any particular? Should we dare talk about the 500i right now, or should we stay away from that?
I think there's been enough talk about it.
There hasn't there?
Yeah, so people can just learn by watching some of your videos, the way the saws are running, the stuff you've talked about with them, stuff I've talked about with them,
You've done a bit of
and
information
and
on
other
them.
people too. Yeah, yeah, I have. They're a nice saw. They got some little issues some people don't like, and other people just love them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all in the way you run a saw too. Is how they perform as well. You know,
User.
different chains, different user, how you handle it. You know, the way you buck, the way you fall.
That is 100% the truth.
You know.
100. It's in the chain.
Yeah, and they built that saw, you know, to be a bit fail safe, where they don't want it to burn up, so it'll run different. You know, with a short bar than a long bar, and if you're in the wood, you're out of the wood, you'll
It's
find
true.
that.
And you got to hand it to still. Bottom line, those saws are hot rods.
Definitely.
They're hot rods. It's fuel injected, so
Yeah.
you gotta hand it to them.
It's one of a kind.
It is one of a kind. That's kind of why I went
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the fuel injection is you know, new to them, but it's not new. It's been around for years. In the 50s, John Surratt had a fuel injection chainsaw, but Stills perfected it, and they never made production ones from John Surratt, but still has. They've been testing this for a long time.
Yes, they have.
Mr. Ron Hartel told me back 30 years ago in Australia they were testing them.
Fuel injected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, wow, I never even thought about it until just a couple of years ago. Then all of a sudden, wham, Still's got one available.
I was blown away. I'm just going to say it. That video that you and I and Hogan and the Shaw did.
Oh, yeah.
Downtown in Harewood.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were cutting a monster fir. And that saw, if you watch that video, friends, I'm not kidding you about this. It does it in the video. Remember when it...
How it set itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did that, and it also did... it went into that...
Limp mode.
Yeah, where it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, they just go bop, 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 bop. Then you shut it off.
And it flipped.
Start it up again, let it out a little bit, and away it goes again.
It did it in the video.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's just... It's actually weird. Let's give it a word. It's a bit weird.
Yeah. But a good weird.
To me, it is a good weird. So I've given that saw a lot of... because I do believe in it. I do believe in it. But I am going to say this right now. The 572 with some minor tweaks, porting goes without question. We run ported saws. That's what we do. So I ran that saw the other day. I kept looking down at the little, the little gas thing to see if it...
Oh, the sight line, yep.
Dude, that thing will run forever.
Yeah, yeah.
40 minutes.
Yeah, around 40 minutes. You're totally right.
Depending on how it's run.
I was talking to some loggers the other day about that, and they're only getting like the 500. They love it for sure, but it's only getting 15 to 20 minutes. So that's a big difference. You know, you're basically fell one tree, did one buck, and you're back to your can.
Yeah. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem, depending on your setup and your real estate that you're working in.
That's right. And guys have adjusted to that.
And they're going to, because it's light and strong, Don.
They have to adjust to it because they don't want to be in a pinch where they got a tree half cut up and there's, it's a dangerous situation. They got to go refuel again. Like, no, man, they got to make sure it's fueled up before
so you adapt.
each tree.
You just adapt.
That's right.
You're going into some big stuff. You maybe relocate your gas down around the hole a bit and put it closer to the next tree.
Precisely. Yeah.
So it's just adapting. It is a wonderful saw. My gripe is obviously, we're not going to go there because we know it's that small wood gripe. That they seem to be addressing that maybe in the factory a little bit. That's what I've noticed, but I don't know.
I think they might have recalibrated it a little bit, but it's like Husky with auto tune. They keep coming out with different stuff from the factory. So, if your saw is running good, perfect. But it could run better if you download it and put the new mapping on it, like you can with them.
Yeah.
Still, I'm not that educated as much in their system, but it does self-adjust itself too. But not to if the factory's made a setting, it won't do that unless you have the common service tool like Husky has, where you can download it from the factory to your unit.
So you need a unit, like a hard drive or something, so the information you can tap into their stuff.
That's correct.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we got to stop for just a second here because we need to thank some people here. Shinny True North, or Shiny's True North, grateful for our health, body, and mind. Stay well, fellas. Canadian flag. Shinies. We appreciate you, pal. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
the
buddy.
super chat. There's a nice man right there. Looks like he's standing beside a tree. Thank you. Another super chat, Don, from Lyle Davis. This man's been here, I think, from day one.
Right on.
7-8 years. Gotta be.
Thanks, Lyle.
Attitude and gratitude. Love all. Smack the like button. Lyle Davis. Came to my freaking Buckin stocks. Love you, Lyle. Thank you. What a great guy. It was Terry Hatton. I want to talk about Terry. I still work on axes when I feel like it. You inspire me and keep me going. Terry, what a good guy you are, buddy. I know you've had some struggles in the past few years, but your gratitude in amongst it is inspiring to me, brother, because we've all got our hill of rocks. We've all got our hill of rocks. And one thing I found through the years is the big fella doesn't seem to give us too much that we can't handle. Wouldn't you say, Don?
Exactly.
We here we are today. What would change? We're here now. We made it through those times, and I know you've been in some rough times, Don.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I know I have.
Yeah, we both have, but we're gotten through it, and we're getting better.
2.0. I'm calling myself Buckin 2.0 now.
Buckin 2.0.
Buckin 2.0 is on the rise. Watch out.
About 1.9 for me, but I'm getting it.
Oh my goodness. We got here's Dr. Bradley.
Oh.
Look at this. Now you know John, I think.
Yeah,
Catbird Hill.
Yeah, I just did a little Dalmore for him, John.
Oh, did you do
Yeah,
that?
I got her boxed up. Johnny should be shipping it to you. I like it. It's this little rocker, man. Interesting engine.
The Dalmores are awesome.
Yep.
Listen,
Catbird Hill.
Catbird Hill, great man. Thank you so much. Look what he just done, friends. A super chat. Like, that's not a small amount of dough.
He invited me over.
Dude.
He wants me and Shelly to come to New York so I can go work on his woodlot.
Let's
I
go.
want to mill some wood with him. Some silver maple.
You and I got to do a journey. We should just, let's see what happens over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Get things stable in all aspects and go on a plane together and go see some folks, eh?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Me and him go way back, friends. So I'm just thanking a few of the people. Here's Guaden Schneider. Hello, Buckin and Donnie. I would like to let you know that I will be getting my Weaver logging belt in about 6 weeks. A partner company that works with Weaver is Southern Germany. Weaver is an excellent company. You will not be displeased. Guadens, thank you for the super chat, brother. We appreciate you. Oh, Mark Gaines, 562 is running great. Mark Gaines bought a brand new 562. He got it. It did not run at all.
Okay.
Wouldn't run.
Yeah.
He sent it back. Obviously, they got it running for him. Mark Gaines, thank you for the super chat. We love you.
Thanks, Mark.
That's crazy. The Maraca, Buckin, the exercises you recommended are working a treat for my back. Don't moan if you don't do anything. Precisely, brother. Precisely. You can adapt that saying and that mindset in everything. If you don't vote, don't complain. Good for you, buddy. I'm proud of you. And thank you for the super chat. We love you. It's so true. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Buckin, are you going to Paul Bunyan? Yes, I am. John Bradley is an awesome individual. Buckin and Donnie road trip. We should drive.
Yeah, that'd be something.
Maybe take Myrtle.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
The crew cab would kill us.
Yeah, we got air conditioning, eh?
Yeah.
Roll down the windows.
Well, you got a pretty nice truck.
Yeah, it's got no air. It's got air conditioning, but it's got no belt on it. I gotta fix that.
Who's got a couple of questions for this gentleman? Sasquatch. Hey, Donnie, what are your thoughts on the new dished pistons on the 562? Dished.
That's a good question. I've seen one. I have a brand new one as a spare part at my shop, but I don't think we've sold any of the new 562 Mark IIs, they're calling them. They just wanted to lower compression. They had some issues with that motor, overheating, so that's kind of their version of detuning it.
So from too much compression.
That's right. Yeah. So I don't understand their main concept about it, but that's definitely what I've been told was from overheating.
It's a detune.
Yeah. So I don't like it. I like the old stuff.
Well, you know, Donnie, here's the thing, and I mean, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but a lot of this is on the user, brother.
That's true.
A lot of this
That's
comes
true.
back to the user. I see people, they hit a rock, they just keep going.
Yeah.
And they just hold it pinned wide open. I was just talking to a guy about this the other day. Especially on these old Macs. They will hunker down, dig in the dogs. They will pull. Just because they're pulling and not losing RPM doesn't mean you can give it a little on and off the throttle. Just give it a second. It's in the user. The only saw I've blown up in the last, oh my goodness, years is a Tin Man 850 that we knew was going to be a test anyway.
Yeah.
And it flaked.
That's right. Yeah.
It flaked. Remember that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
It's the only saw that's popped in my hands in I don't even know how many years.
But you know, back to that guy's question, the 562.
Yeah.
We definitely had some issues. Like the other fellow was saying this brand new one didn't even run. Well, that is true. I've had some that were brand new that didn't run, and I'm not saying them all, but there was issues with them with seals leaking almost instantly and cylinder gaskets leaking. And then unfortunately, the Auto Tune and M-Tronic, if it's a still, they self-adjust for that. So it's not fixing the problem. It's dampening the problem out, or what do you call it, band-aiding the problem. Then you need to take it in, obviously, to your dealer and have it either air vacuum tested or back on the computer to see what the fault codes are, or just need to mechanically know what's wrong with it. And that's where a lot of mechanics now are thinking the computer is going to fix it. No, it's not.
No.
You still gotta do the right steps. And I've shown many people that in my videos, and Buckin's talked about it too. But I'll help anyone out that has any questions about it. No problem there.
Good. Good. Here's another, well, it's not really a question, but it's, Donnie, it's always perplexed me. This kind of doesn't, it makes sense and it doesn't at the same time, because they have made some saws like that. Husqvarna, it perplexes me why don't Husky, which he's not Husky, but why don't they make an 80-ish cc saw? I find it crazy they don't, and historically, never really have. Well, they have.
They have, and that's a very good question, and it's funny you've asked that, because
we've talked about this.
Yeah, I had some engineers from Husqvarna here about 6 months ago, and we talked about what they're missing, and I told them exactly what they're missing: a 75 to 80 cc range saw.
Yep.
The 572, in my mind, should have been 75 cc's.
Yep.
But they weren't. I wasn't supposed to say anything. Sorry, Husqvarna, but I believe their engineers are working on one between 71 cc and the 85 model, the new 585. You'll be seeing one in between there. I pretty much guarantee it.
I do too, and I didn't mean your question was strange. It was something that him and I had talked about there. Walker Country Life.
We have, yes.
Yeah, we've talked about it, and they have made like look at the
288.
Well, there's 288, 281. Remember the 281?
Yeah.
So they have,
yeah.
But I understand what you're talking about in the recent 20 years.
575, 576.
Exactly. So, well, what was the 76? That was 76.
75 something, I think.
Yeah. So, but you are 100% correct, friend, and I agree with you on that. Because look at the 461 is a 70 cc saw, if I'm not mistaken.
77.
But I've got an interesting video to show you, and I'll show you before we leave, on the 572, ported with the proper exhaust working on it. I'll show you a little video. The 572 is way underrated.
Underrated, definitely.
People think that, for starters, you can't compare the 72 to the 500. You just can't do it.
No, or the 461. But you compare it to the 462 because they're the same cc range.
Exactly. So I think just because Stihl put out a saw that is very light and powerful, like if you pick up a Husky 572, you put it down, you grab the Stihl 500, you think they're the same class.
That's right.
Well, they're actually not. The Stihl 500 is a freaking hot rod.
Yeah.
It's a hot rod.
Mind you, if you put the parts on it so it stands up out here,
100%.
then you got some weight back to it, which I understand they're trying to make them light and fast, but they're also making it where the consumer has to put more parts on it.
Very important point, brother. And I'm telling you, friends, right now, if you were to ask me, now I'm talking production falling here, okay? And we're going to get to these super chatters in just a second, because I see you guys are super chatting and supporting this channel, and thank you very much. Listen, if tomorrow somebody said, Buckin, we got a setting, we need it down, this is where we're at, grab your rig and let's go, it would not be the 500, not at this stage, especially if it was a scenario where gas was an issue. The 572, the way I got my 572 running right now, I would take that saw, Don. I just have to be honest with you. It's a grab go off the shelf, 32-inch bar. It can pack all day long.
Exactly, and fits the tree nice.
It fits the tree.
Comfortable.
It's balanced. Is it a pound heavier than that? Well, yeah, but that's the user. How you packing your saw? That's all different story. I'm just telling you right now, comfortably and honestly, I would grab the 572. That's just me. Now, if it was a dumping show where there was no process involved, I might think twice about that. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, for sure.
Lots of process, 572 hands down. So it's just something to think about. Now, listen, we got to thank these people. Jamie Barkin Spider loves Donnie Walker. Says he wants to take you out for a coffee. No, he didn't say that. Hey, Buckin and Donnie, good to see you. Good to see you too. Jack, my good friend. Hello, Buckin and Mr. Walker. Jack 000. Jack, we love you and we appreciate your support. And know something, friends. Know something. These super chats for a channel like this that doesn't do sponsored videos, thank you. It's massive support and we appreciate the snot out of yous. The Catbird Hill, we did this. Love you both. He didn't do that again, did he?
I don't know.
Did you do that again? You better.
John,
stop supporting.
Get back to your mill.
That's right.
And watch your back, by the way. Someone commented about that. Yeah, you be careful lifting them big logs around. Use the PV.
I love it. Anytime you put something on YouTube, get ready to be told how to do it properly.
That's right.
Sorry, friends. Matt Man, how are you doing today? Oh my goodness. Whack. See, I'm glad I went back. Hope everybody is able to enjoy a nice weather today. Whack Hub. $2 super chat. Thank you. Jack, we got you. Okay, we're caught up on the super chats. Critter, how are you? Ewan's doing well. He's out of his operation. He's doing well. Yeah, babe, he is. I had a chat with him the other day. Cowboy Axe, 500i. You pay the extra cash, and in stock form, it feels limp unless you spend more cash. Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't. We all know this. We don't need to beat this up. It doesn't pack a 32-inch bar in full process. I didn't notice it right away, Donnie, because I got to be honest, I wasn't doing a bunch of liming and bucking with it.
That's right.
I was just in the buck, like I didn't take it out in a falling setting, and I realized very quickly when I was doing a job out here that you've got to put that spring in there.
Well, yeah, exactly. But you gotta remember that saw for production based and the market it's going to hit worldwide. That it's mostly just fine. It's just us in the Pacific Northwest and a few of the other countries where they run something long that it's a nice addition to have, definitely.
100%. It flops around like a disc. I felt like I was going to break it when I was back barring and flipping the saw around,
Yeah.
Limbing.
And it's still, the anti-vibration's still good. Some guys have gone to try to change the cylinder mount one too. To a bigger one off 661, but I don't agree with that. I believe it makes it vibrate a little bit more, and you don't really need it. As long as you're using the saw right and not getting stuck and pulling the crap out of it, it works just fine.
Yeah, good.
The way it is.
Good. Yeah, that's actually good information. John McCormick, my brother Johnny, thanks for the update from Ewan. You're more than welcome. Friends, could you imagine that, what those folks are going through? I don't bombard them with stuff. I let them talk to me. We know they're there. We're sending prayers. This young boy, 12 years old, has had his leg, like you guys know, I've kept you up to date there. He's a warrior, and he's in the UK, and we will be splitting wood together, him and I, and running saw, him and I and his dad. That will happen. So Eagle Plume, good to see you. There was another question for Don Walker here. Johnny McCormick, we love you. Hey Donnie, would you do, this is funny, I just ran a 461. Tin Man gave Hogan a 461. Hey Donnie, would you do a custom muffler? I've got a Walkerized 461, but I've put a hole in the muffler See, this is funny. This is something I'm going to let you talk about because I know for a fact, and I know this on my own, let alone with your advice, every hole is not the same.
No, it should be in the right spot or in a spot it's not going to irritate you.
It's
And, you know,
crazy.
straight out shot isn't all that great. You want it kind of on an angle and in the right spot so it doesn't burn the tree or blow up in your face.
But for performance,
Yeah.
those things are very true what you talk about. But I'm talking performance. I've seen some crazy things happen just with angles.
Yep.
Like you said, straight out's not the greatest sometimes. Because think about what that exhaust does. Straight out is less back pressure. Just is.
That's right.
A little angle is more back pressure. Does that saw need it? Well, you don't know unless you try, do you?
Yeah, that's true.
So it really is a process. And let me tell you about R&D on mufflers. Just wondering if you customized a new one.
I can show you. I'll do a video and show you the 461 mufflers the way I do them there, buddy.
What do you do?
I add the 288 type deflector on the ignition side, the starter side.
Yes.
And then the standard outlet that they have, I increase that about by 3 times as much. Then I weld a nice square kind of piece on there. Some of them I'll put bark boxes on if the customer wants. If not, I'll do it the old style I do it, and some guys prefer that.
I found the bark box to work good if you're just bucking firewood.
Yeah.
Works. It does. It's a good design. It's simple for still. I'm talking.
Yes.
Because they don't. The Husky's different. But as soon as you start flipping that saw around and falling, I've experienced. But a couple of guys have took my advice and put a little deflector on them.
Put an angle in there.
They work great.
I believe Gordy was going to work on that, but I haven't seen anything yet. I'll give him a shout and talk to him about that.
Well, he'd be smart too, because it would almost be a revision, and he would do very well with it, because it smokes me right in the face. Yeah. But everybody falls differently. Everybody's ergonomics are different. I lean over my saw a bit.
Yeah.
So some guys straight back it.
Even the stock still muffler though, even when it's on its side for falling, you get that.
You do. You're
not
right.
as much, but you get that, and that's why a lot of guys, I've modified them for guys that don't want a lot of noise, but they want it to perform right and not be in their face.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mark Jourdry, this guy's been here for freaking ever. Okay. Hello everyone. Okay, now here's another fella. Mark from Michigan. Hey, Buckin, I wanted to thank you for your vids and all that I've learned from you. I've recently dropped difficult trees at the cottage and home where your tips guided me. A sincere thank you. You're welcome. When anybody puts the word sincere, this is where they mean it. They've actually written the word sincerely or for real. I actually feel that in people.
Yeah.
When they say it. And that goes true with prayer or a connection with something outside yourself. When you're sincere about it, there's a certain sincerity. It changes things, I find.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. It does for me. Johnny Hudson, Buckin and Donnie. Good to see you, buddy. I am from a few back myself. Max Flow. I would like to hang on to a bit of hearing I have left. Max Flow stock muffler. I don't know what that means.
Don't know.
Don't know?
Oh, maybe like on the 461 where you can put the stock still cover off a 460 on it. It's got the other outlet, like a Magnum cover.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm a pipe guy.
Yeah, me too.
I like my pipes. Joe Adams. Hey, Buckin, I'm 25. I live in the Netherlands and currently work in a hardware store sawing wood panels for people. But I'm thinking about quitting and becoming a lumberjack.
Right on.
We kind of chuckle at that word, don't we?
Yeah, lumberjack. Yeah, that was.
Do you know what a lumberjack is?
Not really. Well, I know they're
Search.
logger.
Well,
but there might be a definite name for it.
If I'm not mistaken, a lumberjack. It's funny because
Male logger.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many.
We have that at Logger Sports, lumberjacks, and we got lumberjills.
That's right. Yeah,
lumberjill,
lumberjack.
Jill and Jack.
Yeah.
Combo.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's anybody who swings an axe, they think it's a funny term, lumberjack.
I think of it as the caramelized popcorn.
Yeah, right. When I see, this is what I envision when I see lumberjack. the biggest, baddest lumberjack, Jack, what was his name? Jack Shellac. Remember the French lumberjack?
Yeah, where was that guy
It was
from?
a cartoon.
Cartoon.
Jack Shellac, the meanest lumberjack.
That's right. It would come on between shows.
Yes.
Like the cat that came back very next day.
That's right. Jack Shellac.
Do you want the definition?
Yes. My wife.
Lumberjacks are mostly North American workers in the logging industry who perform the initial harvesting and transport of trees for ultimate processing.
There you go. So
Cool.
a logger.
Yeah.
That's what
A
we
male
call a
logger.
logger.
Predominantly North American.
Yeah, North American. So a lumberjack. So, but actually,
So in Europe, you had a lumberjack.
lumberjack.
Jacques.
I love it. Thanks, babe. Anyway, I just want to take a brief moment and sincerely thank all the people that come here and watch us old ex-geners hanging on to our things that gave us everything. Really, eh, Don?
That's right.
I mean, there is an identity. A man has an opportunity to create an identity. And so does women, everybody, the human being. And a lot of that I find does come from your work, but it's not everything. It's not everything.
Yeah.
You know, your identity comes from a lot of different things. Would love to go to a quiz with Wendy. Ah, yeah, my wife, she's knowledge. He sleeps all night and plays all day. That's right. I buck.
Forgot that song. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
What's the guy that did the old lumberjack song? Buzz Martin.
Well,
He does quite a few of them.
Buzz
eh?
Martin was he was the singing logger, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Friends, if you don't know who Buzz Martin is, he was a logger, good-looking feller, plaid shirt wearing, power saw toting, and he became. Well, he probably did it his whole thing, his whole career, but he actually got an album out,
Yeah. My dad gave me that tape, and I don't know. I lost it.
and it was in the '70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm sure you could download it these days.
Buzz Martin, check it out, friends.
Me and my old McCullough.
Me and my McCullough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote a song I've been talking about and threatening for years to get out that song, Me and My McCullough.
Yeah.
I've got it basically, I would think 3/4 done.
Get out with your mom and get her going.
Yeah, I know, because we got the Woodman out there. If you don't know the Woodman song, it's available on Bandcamp. I put it in some of my videos. It's actually a great song, as a matter of fact. Let's just have a little peeksy-poo here. We may have a little rendition for you here, friends.
Oh, I'm getting flack, Buckin.
You're getting flack.
Yep.
You got to get going?
Yeah, the kid wants me over there. She's gonna go out in a bit.
Oh, dear. Okay, you better get going. Forget the Woodman.
Oh, the lawnmower won't start. The weed eater doesn't have line.
Oh, that means you got to get
Oh,
going.
man.
You got line? I got line if you need it.
I wouldn't mind boring a little bit.
Let's get you some line.
Okay, and the top and saw.
Okay, and the top and saw. So, friends, listen. It was a short one today, but just remember, whatever's happening in your life, it's the right plan.
Or make it the right plan.
Well, it's happening, isn't it?
Yep.
So, what are you going to do? I use 2 words. Oh, well. Because that's all you got. Right? Oh, well. You can freak out and throw a fit because it doesn't go with your timing. Or you can look up and go, all righty, let's get it handled. You look good, buddy. I'm glad you came.
Thanks very much, Buckin, and everyone out there. Everyone have a nice day out there, and I'll be doing some more videos here soon, and my shop's coming along really good, so you guys hopefully have been seeing it. If not, check it out on my channel if you want. If you don't, that's okay. Just keep watching this good man Buckin here.
You see the humility? The humility of the man? We come from an era where it's not, hey, don't forget to this and don't forget to that, and please go this and do this. We just put up, just present something, and if you like it, you're smart enough to know what you do. But I will say this about this man. I've known this man, well, I don't know for how long, but a long, long time.
At least 30 years.
It's got to be 30. Oh, it is 30.
Yeah.
Probably more, but 30 is a good number. You're about to watch another man probably become the best man he's ever been until this point. And I know you've had a wild career, but something's changed in this fella, and I see it. And if you know him, you see it too. So follow this man at Donnie Walker. Your channel is Donnie Walker, isn't it?
Donnie Walker's Chainsaws.
Donnie Walker's
Search my name.
Chainsaw. Follow this man, and know that the man knows what he's doing, and he'll give you an honest, straight, good opinion on anything you want, because that's just where we come from. I love yous. Work hard, be honest, and be kind, friends. Thank you to all the super chatters and my lovely moderators. I got you off guard with your pants down this morning, an hour early, I know.
Thanks, everyone.
Over and out.
All right, thank you.